All right, so trying out the new GoPro Hero 11. Figured do a little overview video as we are actually going to attempt in the next project to post some regular videos. So for those, welcome to 1110's Racing channel. I'm Ed, and here is one of our cars. This is the JPS, which has got the nice John Player Special themed livery. So we've had this car for about 2 years. We've had previous cars with the same livery, but it started off life as a 97 328 IS, bone stock automatic. And as you can see now, it is anything but. It's completely gutted. Sorry, it's still a mess. We're still kind of in processing. It is got a nice wing on the back. It's on full M3 rear subframe, trailing arms, brakes, the whole 9 yards. We've got a 338 limited slip diff, AST 5100 coilovers with some ground control spring rates. Again, giant disaster in the back. Inside, as I showed before, fully gutted interior, missing a lot of dash. We got Condor Speed Shop floor pans, Condor Speed Shop door panels, Condor Speed Shop Lexan windows, and we do have the front insert windows. We got a click tuning short shifter. We got some gauges that need finish reinstalling. We got a Sparco and NRG seats. We got a click tuning sunroof delete. Overall, this thing is pretty goated. All HVAC is gone. And then we move to the front, which has been the complete and utter goal of this winter so far. Yeah, let me turn some light on here, see if this works. There we go. S54. Yes. So previously we had swapped in an OBD2 converted S50 with some cams, and then last winter we put these nice ITBs originally with a Rabbit Racing Development adapter kit. And then last summer we had issues, misfires. Turns out it was a bad wiring harness. But then October-ish of this year, my buddy Mo, thank you Mo, messaged me and said, hey, I got a spare S54 that came with my race car. It's got low compression, but it's got some goodies in it, and gave me a heck of a good price. And we went, sure. So we tore it all down. Turns out it's got a very nicely ported cylinder head. It's got some JE forged pistons. Stock compression though, so it's 11.5 to 1 for those that wonder. This is an S54B32, 3.2 liter, came in E46 M3s. It's basically an evolution of the E36's Euro engine. Hence, it fits really nice in this car. I mean, this is literally on stock E36 motor mounts and arms. So, it fits well. So, modifications. You can see nice open trumpets here. This is actually the inside of a stock S54 airbox. We are running the Castle Performance CSL conversion. So, literally, what happens is you send your ECU to Castle. Jim over there does an amazing job of swapping out the chipset in there to OEM CSL chipset. What does that mean? Well, it means that you can delete the mass airflow sensor and you can go to MAF. Manifold air pressure. MAP, not MAF. You're deleting MAF, you're going to MAP. Side note, this isn't the Castle Performance MAP sensor. I got this through a trade, so I used it. Theirs is a little bit nicer, but nonetheless, this is the MAP sensor. It is spliced into the ECU. Don't mind the mess. We're still figuring that out. It's one of the fun parts of E46s, S54s. They have 3 harnesses. So there is a main harness, a ignition harness, and a transmission oxygen sensor, EGR sensor harness. So on E46s, in theory, you're meant to have a nice box here that all this stuff fits in there. So we're trying to figure out how to fit that in, get some covering on that. So, but yes, back to the task at hand. S54, this one is stock cams, but it's been completely rebuilt. Apex Engineering out in Bentonville, Illinois. They don't like shout outs, but those guys are the jam. They do amazing work. The pistons are actually so the car had low compression. Clint and I tore it down when we first got it. Everything looked phenomenal, like brand new, like something wasn't done right on assembly. When we took it to Apex, what they found out was when it was honed before, the pistons actually didn't sit right in the cylinder. They were very slightly loose. So what actually Apex did is they had the pistons coated, so made them a little bit bigger. So with the new rings, they seat beautifully. We have ARP rod bolts, crank bolts, and head bolts. But the nice thing with that is the motor came, so ported head, JE pistons, fully rebuilt Vanos, we could tell by the bolts in it, and a new water pump. So 2 of the 3 main things of this engine that you need to address were done, and obviously the third, the rod bolts, got addressed. They were in phenomenal shape, but they got brand new ones with the rebuilds. So it's a pretty simple setup, and that was part of the goal. So S54, pretty bone stock, CSL, so we can run the open headers. We do have a filter assembly. We're actually going to mount screening on the front here, and we have some individual filters that go on here. We got a cheesy little intake duct from the high beam headlight here. It's probably not going to work great. It's only 3-inch, but for initials, we're going to try that out. So we have got some nice oil cooler lines up to a big 20-row oil cooler there. Cooling system still in process. We're using the E30 Euro E36 tank. Yes, it's a little bit lower. We did a vacuum bleed on it, and I got a nice filter that goes on here, and just it works well there. Previously already done Bimmer Roll power steering relocation kit, which is love it, works great. But yeah, so car fires up. I won't fire it up right now because it's too late. We are still waiting for the rest of the exhaust, which we got to steal off of Big Blue, my 95 M3, which is going to be the next big project in here this winter. Goals for this car, 340-ish wheel horse, 8,300-ish RPM redline. So car, give or take, should weigh about 2,650, 2,700 with everything gutted. Should be one heck of a fun combination. It's got anything else? Oh yeah, so this one's got Megan racing headers, which if you're looking for a budget really good header, they're awesome. They're like $280. They're phenomenal. And then I've got the Bimmer World adapter, which is going to allow us to bolt right up to our Active AutoWorks center section. So it makes the exhaust system super easy. You can see here where the heater core box got deleted, and we got the hard motorsport delete plate back there. So it's pretty cool. You go your whole life, or at least for me, like race car. Always would love to have a race car, and now thanks to me and my 2 buds, got us back here.